Well guys, if there's anything I've learned in my years of bass fishing, it's that trends are a very popular thing. Some trends stick, some trends go away very fast. I'm not sure about this one, but I really wanted to speak on it because it's super interesting to me. We're of course talking about pink baits. Now, I've never thrown pink baits aside from actually this bait right here. I've thrown some, morning dawn presentations on a drop shot for smallmouth. That's about it, quite frankly. But I've never tried it on something like, a bladed jig or just a fluke by itself. I've just never dabbled with it. But after Lee Livesey's third place finish at the Bassmaster Classic, this color's honestly taken the bass fishing world by the storm. Like, people are obsessing over this. You can't find the same jackhammer that he caught him on, that new pink JDM color that just came out. You can't find it anywhere now. It's just not available. It's all sold out. Thanks, Lee. If this color's gas, I'm gonna be a little pissed off. But to be fair, I wouldn't have known about pink unless you finished so high in the Classic, so whatever. In my personal opinion, I think pink had a ton of success in this tournament just because if you guys followed the Classic, there was a ton of wind before and during the week of it. With a lot of wind comes turned up water, typically dirtier, and a bright fluorescent, like literal bubblegum pink stands out incredibly well. Technically, pink is also a mix of red and white, if I'm not mistaken, which are two very popular colors for bass fishing, especially for standing out. So it does make sense. Honestly, I don't know what the rhyme or reason is. I'm giving my little 2 cents. I'm actually at some new ponds that I've never fished before. I see a private property, no trespassing sign, but I don't know where my walking stick is, but I'm acting blind today. We're gonna see if we can put some bass in the bank, these pink baits. Let's go. We're actually gonna start off with the exact bait that Livesey had all the success with. It's this 5.2-inch flush, 6 cents fishing bubblegum pink. Using it as a trailer on this jackhammer, because of course couldn't get my hands on the pink one because Lee sold all those out. We're gonna see. I think white's the best pairing with it. Oh, that looks really good. White is definitely the best color to pair up with, I would say. So we're gonna start off with that, see what we can do. I think I would prefer dirtier water conditions than this to be throwing this bait, but it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. Brand new pond too. I had no idea what the water clarity was gonna be here. I say we keep a move on. I've tried all 3 baits here, haven't gotten a bite. I have no idea if there's like actual sizable bass in this pond, but trying some new ponds just cause, so let's move to the next one. Clear water situation. I could see them maybe eating that fluke pretty good. I just don't have too much confidence in the chatterbait right now, but we'll see. Usually I've always got confidence in the chatterbait, so if you know BDBassin don't got confidence in the chatterbait, I might not eat it. I don't think either of my cameras were going right now, but I just got bit right here, so just re-rigged my glitch on there, see if we can get bit. Felt like a good bite, but I might be tripping. Clear water situation, at least on this end, it's pretty freaking calm too. So I'm gonna start off with this drop shot with the glitch and that morning dawn pink. Something out there. Oh, there. First fish. First fish on the old drop shot. Pink bait, not a big one, that's for sure. Yeah, it's starting to get everything fired up around here too. Come here, buddy. Let me boat flip you. Yeah, baby. Okay, our first fish on the pink baits, and he fell victim to the 6 cents glitch right here in this morning dawn. It's not a true bubblegum pink, but morning dawn's been a very popular drop shot color. People use it on like Ned rigs and such too for smallmouth. I've never really fished it too much for largemouth. I've only fished it a few times for smallmouth, in fact, but look at that. First one bites the dust. Sorry, so much stuff's going on. First one bites the dust right there. Not a big one. We're trying to avoid dinks like this. Come to a new pond, see if we can find some bigs, but can't complain for our first bite of the day. Get you right back, sweetie. Like I was saying, we're dealing with a pretty clear water situation here at this pond. Not a lot of wind to the bank I'm starting on. I'll move towards that windblown bank. However, guys, I think the bait to throw right now is the drop shot if I'm gonna have success.
12 seconds later.
I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try the fluke. I can see when eating this right now. The way that fish thunk to that drop shot. Dude, you can see this thing from a mile away. That hot pink, that bubblegum pink, baby. Oh, I just want a big to inhale that, dude. All right, I'm gonna fish this quite a bit slower than that. Just trying to see the bait real quick. Thing looks crazy. Sight fishing, this would definitely be a really freaking good color. I mean, that's obviously a known thing, but this bubblegum pink is just like a different shade of pink. It's straight matte compared to like the morning dawn's got a little more of a translucent hue to it. Dude, come on. Oh, dude. Got him that time. No. No. No, 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 no. How? He must just not fully inhaled it. Oh, gosh. I'm BD angry. Come on, bro. Give me a bone, bro. I'm chilly. I'm wearing freaking, look at me. I got the dogs out. I'm chilly. I'm stupid. There he is. Yes, on the fluke. Well, not the flush, let me say that. Oh, here. Let me widen you boys up. Proper choking that pink flush. Lee might be onto something, boys. I don't know, that was back to back. Oh, I got him in the tongue, so I'm gonna get this fish right back. I don't want him to bleed. Again, not the size caliber we're after, but there we go. Another fish eating the pink bait, baby. Let's go. All right, buddy, old pal, appreciate it. I'll give you another lob out there. See you, Stinky. Nice. On a freaking bubble gum pink fluke. Water's 48. I keep calling it a fluke. I mean, can you blame me though? It's the flush. I really do like this soft jerk bait though. It is one of my favorites. I like using it more in like a shad pattern typically in the fisheries I use it at, but I might be throwing around this a little bit, see what they do on the lakes here soon. I mean, come on. Please let me know in the comments. I actually genuinely want to know, why do you guys think, besides Livesey, you know, having the success with the bait, why do you think it works so good? Why? You know, obviously a lot of the bass fishing world, when you see a professional having insane success with something, you want to try it too, which makes sense, but what's the theory behind the success? I mean, maybe I should have done more research too. I have not really listened to his theories on why it does so well. Maybe he doesn't give them up. I honestly don't know. But hey, drop your comments below why you think this is, you know, kind of taking over the bass fishing world. Oh, dude. Come on. Oh, bro. I think that was a gill or something. Dude, that glitch is just a gorgeous bait. This thing is just so pretty underwater. It is perfectly neutrally buoyant, especially if you rig it the way I do through the nose. I think that's how they actually recommend to rig this bait as well in a drop shot. This thing looks elite. I've crushed myself a lot of smallmouth on this bait. Oh, there it is. There's a largemouth. Unless it's like a gill or something. That doesn't feel very big. Nah, it's probably a largemouth. Let's keep it a $1.50. Yeah, it's a largie. Let me flip you up here. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the bite, bud. Now, he's not quite the size caliber we're looking for. Another fish on that morning dawn glitch. Little Dinkatron, bro. Come on. Where are the bigs? I think we're gonna head to a pond that I've actually fished once or twice before, but I know there's bigs in it, so we're gonna give that a last hoorah before sunset. Plus, I gotta watch the UFC fight tonight. Earl Murphy versus Josh Emmett. You'll see this afterwards. I'm rocking with Josh Emmett by KO, so I'll throw it on the screen. Maybe I'm right or wrong. Oh, there's another. Oh. Came back for seconds. You're going up shallow. Come here, buddy. Dude's fired up. Oh. No way. Come on, bro. I was wondering why he was fighting so weird. Bruh. Come on, 6-inch glitch catches them all. Look at that slab of a gill. Kind of annoys me sometimes. I got really big hands and that kind of makes fish look smaller, unfortunately. Like my hands are giant. That is a freaking stud of a bluegill. You guys probably can't tell as much as I can right now. That's a big one. That's a hey. That's a slab. We're gonna get you right back, buddy. Appreciate the bite on the pink bait. I guess pink catches bluegills too. I already knew that, but all right, see you later, bud. All right, guys, well, after putting some time in the water with these pink baits, I wanted to sit down and just talk about, like, would I fish with these? What do I think about the trend? Let's get into it. As I talked about in the intro of this video, just only bass fishing for a few years, you notice that trends come and they go, or some stick. Like one, for example, is, I don't have one on the deck right now, fire craw. Like you couldn't find, if 6 Cents had released these fire craw, let me just pop it out. If 6 Cents released these in 2021, they would have sold out. When fire craw was hot, you couldn't find a fire craw jackhammer. You couldn't find a fire craw trailer. You just couldn't. And now that Lee Livesey had this crazy finish in the Bassmaster Classic, you can't find pink. There's this new pink jackhammer color that just came out. I saw it in Anglers International, tackle store local to me. Sick color. And this was just before the Classic when I saw it. And now I go in there, they've sold out. It's on back order. They can't even get them in the store. It's a game of trends, guys. If a professional angler finished top 3 in the Bassmaster Classic with a piece of poop on a drop shot rig, it'd be selling out. People be in the backyard picking up their dog shit. It's just kind of the deal of fishing is people hop on trend. Whether they're like a long-term trend or a short-term thing where someone had like a lot of success, people hop on them. But honestly, it does make sense why a bait like this is doing so well, because it does stand out super good in dirty water clarity. Unfortunately, the couple ponds I fished, which end up being kind of garbage, you know, small fish, but they were clear water situations, not a lot of wind. just not the right circumstances where I'd want to throw a pink bait. But I honestly could see myself fishing with these pink baits in those dirty fisheries that I fish with, like a bladed jig. I would try it out with like a fluke style bait too. Like I fished this, they ate it in the clear water too, but I could see me hopping to some lakes and actually having a lot of success with this bait. Kind of similar to the principle of like why a black and blue or why a chartreuse or why a bright fluorescent white does so well. Same philosophy applies to this. Plus, even though a lot of people can claim, you know, bass have been seeing pink forever, it hasn't been the standard, you know, like most guys in dirty water aren't really picking up pink. Let's be honest here. I know some of you guys have done it. It's not usually most people's go-to. Now, the only thing holding me back on this flush is that I like a little smaller presentation. So obviously, I believe I showed you guys this already and fished with it. Got this little mini max here with the juggle minnow. Now the juggle minnow does a really good job as a mini max trailer, but I don't like it too much on a jackhammer because it does hunt a little too much with this smaller blade and the way this bait moves in the water. You know, you're not getting all too much of that hunting. It stays pretty true. Now the profile that I wanted them to have this pink in is actually the freaking Aussie, dude. The Aussie is such a sick bait. It's literally the perfect jackhammer trailer. I'm serious, guys. I'm not throwing a different jackhammer trailer unless I run out of these, don't have them in the boat or something, than the Aussie. This thing it fits perfect. It's literally a perfect profile. You got all this bulk here, comes to this little skinny tail. Fits perfect on the bait. I looked on 6th Sense's website. I honestly didn't know they poured it. They have the bubblegum pink freaking Aussie. I'm ordering some of those. Also, if you're gonna use code BDBassin and checkout, save some money, but that's gonna be sick. Once I get my hands on, you know, that pink jackhammer, even if you throw it, you know, on like a spot remover color and stuff, with that skirt spreads out, you can see that pink pretty good. So definitely get the job done on something like that as well. My honest thoughts, guys, give it a go. I could definitely see pink having a ton of success in dirty water. I don't think it's a fluke thing. There's no reason that Lee Livesey would have them pour out this bubblegum pink specifically for this one lake, Lake Ray Roberts, where he knew he was gonna have success. If he knows the bait's gas, I think I trust him more than myself. It's someone that's only been bass fishing for like 4 years. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're gonna take these baits, put them to the test against some lake bass. Obviously, conditions were not proper to fish with this. However, I wanted to show this to you guys, especially while this trend is still hot in the bass fishing world. We'll see if that continues throughout the season, throughout the next few years. What do you guys think about pink? Let me know in the comments below. It's been BDBassin. See you guys in the next one. Peace.